guys, it's me, Sarah. Today I'm going to show you how to make a rubber band car. So in your kit you should have some craft sticks, some toothpicks, a paper clip, some of these little screws for weight, 4 small rubber bands, 2 big ones, and 4 bottle caps with holes drilled in the middle, some skewers, and a straw. Okay, so to start off we're going to point both of our sticks. We're going to put the ends together kind of like a pizza slice. Then we are going to take our straw and kind of measure how long it needs to be to go across this end. We don't want it at the very edge, but kind of somewhere near the end where they meet. So I'm going to cut it right there. Okay. I'm going to get my hot glue gun. And I'm going to put some glue here. Okay. And just very carefully make sure the ends are meeting up and get the straw on there. Okay, I'm going to also need straws for both sides of this end of the popsicle sticks. Okay, so I'm going to measure again, just kind of by looking at it. And then I'll make them both the same length. Then I'll hot glue those on. You want them to be straight across from each other because your back axle for your wheels is going to go straight across through these straws. Okay, so try your best to get them pretty straight across. Then you can get your skewer. Let's actually do the back first. And we'll kind of measure how long that needs to be. Now remember, you're going to put your wheels on the skewer, so you need it to go a little bit further out. You can kind of stick one of the wheels on to measure and see how much space, how far out you want it from your car. So let's see, probably like that. And then space. Okay. We can always trim it if it's a bit too long. So to cut this, it's a little difficult, so I just kind of make an indentation in it, and then I snap it, and then I cut the frayed edges off. Okay, so that, break it there, and then I'll probably cut off the pointy end too. It's sharp. There we go. Okay, so let's get some of the wheels on. Well, let's just put this in here for now. We're going to do one other step before we put the wheels on. We're going to take one of our popsicle sticks, and we want it to go across here. Kind of, it'll make like the letter A. Okay? So we want it to go right across here. We want to leave some space in the middle because we're going to put our paper clip there. So if you want to kind of measure before you cut and make sure that your paper clip isn't going to touch any of the other popsicle sticks once it's on, that's a good idea. Okay, so I'm going to cut it right about here. And I do the same thing that I did with the skewers. I just kind of make an indentation so I know where I want to snap it in half. Okay. Cut the messy end off. Okay, so then put some glue on this. But before I put it on, I need to slide this paper clip over it. Probably should have done that before the hot glue. Yes, disregard hot gluing first. Put the paper clip on first. It's going to work a lot better. And then you're going to want to loop your rubber band onto your paper clip. Also before you hot glue. I was getting too excited about attaching it to the car. Okay. So let's see. There's not really an easy way. It just kind of takes a minute to get the rubber band on there. Okay. And if your paper clip like stretches out, just squeeze it back together. That should work. Okay, now you can hot glue it on. Okay, so there we go. This is what it should look like so far. Okay, you've got kind of like the A shape. You've got your 2 spots for your axles. Okay, so now we're going to cut the piece for this front axle, the piece of skewer. Okay, and you probably want it, if not the same length, pretty close to the same length as the back one. So I'm going to kind of make a cut and then snap it. Okay, now the next part, we're going to do the wheels, and it might take a little bit of work to get them in. And once you get them in, you're going to want to hot glue them in place, like make sure they're on very securely. Okay, so we've got 2 there. Okay, try to get them so they're not, you want them on pretty evenly. You don't want them to kind of like tilt in or out. And make sure that your car will go pretty straight. It's not going to be perfect, but that's okay. Okay, like this one keeps wanting to tilt out. So when I hot glue it, I'm going to try to make sure it's really straight up and down. And I'm almost thinking I kind of want these to go in more so they're not, so it's not wiggling back and forth a lot. But I don't want it too close to that it will hit this. So I might need to kind of stick something here so that they don't move in. Oh. Okay, that looks good. Okay, we're gonna let that dry for a second. Okay. So once that seems like it's dried pretty well, we're gonna take our toothpick and just snap it in half. You just want a small, and take off the sharp end too. You just want a small piece, about this big, pretty small. Okay, and we're going to hot glue that here. It should hang off, so it's going to go on the skewer here in the back, and it should kind of hang off like both ends, right? So it should, some should hang down below and some up above. Be careful hot gluing this part because it's so small. And you'll probably want to hold it on there while it dries so you know it's on there nice and tight, because this is the part that's going to have the rubber band kind of twist around it. And it's really important for making the car go. So you might want to even hot glue over the top also so it doesn't come off. And really let it dry there so it's pretty stable. Mine's moving around a lot, so I want to just make sure it's going to stay in place. Okay. And then you'll want to put some weight on the back. So I included these 2 little screws. I'm going to put one on this side and one on this side, and that should help it work better. So we'll the back wheels will actually stay on the ground well. Oh, this little stick is still not dry. Okay, we're gonna give it a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and pause. Okay, I'm back. The toothpick dried all the way, so everything is dry and ready to go. The last step we're gonna do is we're gonna put some rubber bands on the wheels just to give it more traction. And really, if you only get them on the back two wheels, that would be the most important, but you could put them on all four wheels too. So let's see. Okay, I've got them on the back too. I kind of want to see what it does with just the back too. So then how you're gonna make this work is you're gonna wind up your rubber band around your toothpick. You're gonna spin your back axle towards you, okay, until you feel that it's creating tension there. So it's stretching your rubber band because it's twisted around so many times now. And let's see. And then you can let go. And it goes. So I'm not going to put the other two rubber bands on the front. You can, and it might make your car run a bit better. So just kind of play around with some things and yeah, see how far you can get it to go.